Hey guys, welcome. This is Mark, Crypto Boy in Oz. It is Thursday, the 15th of July. Um, it's been 4 days since my last video, and it's kind of, to be honest, it kind of frustrates me a little bit because I want to do content every day, but I actually work for a living. Like crypto hasn't give me any wealth yet. So I've got to be persistent and I've got to keep at my day job. But the problem is, like, many nights I get home from work and I'm absolutely shattered. You're probably in the same boat. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you produce content or not, or you just watch content. But like, I get home from work and I kind of have a shower, have something to eat, and then I'll go in the movie room and Um, I'll watch Crypto Ram. Well, I'll watch Sheldon. Because it's 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. when Sheldon's on, and then at 10 o'clock I'll watch the later one, and you're normally somewhere in between. I kind of want to do some content, but for this last couple of weeks I've been so busy, and I'm sitting down, and I'm not able to get up. I've like literally no motivation for to do anything. So I've kind of been missing producing content, and it's annoyed me a little bit. But one good thing that's come of it, like last time when I checked, I've got more subscribers. I've got 20. I've got 26 subscribers now, and you're all genuine subscribers. So this little intimate gig we've got going on, this little group of crypto crypto enthusiasts, it's growing at a steady pace. So yeah, I think every video I do, and I think what happens, what gets the videos out there, it's not so much people stumbling across my channel, maybe because someone's liked it and they're showing it in front of other people. I don't think YouTube are actually doing that when you've only got 26 subscribers. I think it's more people that are searching for specific topics on specific coins. So, like for instance, if like here I've talked about, sorry, sorry, you've been watching me for like over 2 minutes. I thought I was sharing my screen. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, like this video here, like Cardano. So anyone searching for Cardano, they found the video. This Hex scam or God coin. There's a lot of people into Hex, and I've invested in it, just $500, just in case something. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's gone up ridiculously anyhow. But I thought I'll just invest because I don't want to miss out. I thought I can spare $500 and just I've locked it up for 5 years, so I'll just see what happens with that. But because that's in my tags and my searches and the title Hex, I think that's why it's got so many views. And then one of my other videos is on, I think, Giro Wallet, which, oh, what am I doing? Yeah, it's not showing up actually. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so one of my other videos is on Giro Wallet, and that's unbelievable. That's had 363 views. I literally can't believe it. Now, I'm not saying everyone's watched it all because I'm talking for, well, it's only 15 minutes, but I'm not saying everyone's watched it all. But for 363 views for Giro Wallet, that's pretty darn good, considering I've only got 26 subscribers. And that's what I mean. I think it's more people that are looking for specific things, and then if they do like it, maybe that's where they'll probably subscribe from. So yeah, if you like it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as I always say, we can grow together. So my portfolio is not massive. If you want to look at it, just check out previous videos. It's not a massive portfolio. You might have a bigger one than me, or you might not. But at least we're all starting on the same journey. Like with this bull run is the first one that maybe make us some serious amount of money, and I want you to keep in it with me till the next one. So God knows what the videos are going to be like going forward when we're going into the bear market, and it's really bad for like 2 years or so. But I will keep producing content because I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's jump in and just have a quick look. Well, the heat map for one doesn't look too good, but throughout the whole day today, um, Bitcoin has just been like really going down. I mean, look at this daily. It's not actually been this low for a while. It's slowly been coming down and down and down, and now it's at 31.6, which is kind of at that level where I think if it goes any lower, then there's probably going to be a little bit of panic about. So, I mean, it's this trend line here. It's kind of formed a support, and it's bounced off it once already. My only concern is look at this this downward wedge. So you've got lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it's this really burr kind of trend what it's forming. And how strong is this support? Like how many times can you just keep hitting at the door before it breaks through? And I think the scary thing is if it does break through, it's probably going to drop straight down to 30,000 thereabouts. It could have a wick and bounce straight off that, or it might just go straight through it and then it could go down to 28. I mean, a lot of people talk about Bitcoin going down to touching like the 24 to 27 range, and then some even talk about like your $20,000, like the previous kind of all-time high thereabouts. But I don't know. I can't see it because if you just look at all the investment that's in crypto now, um, all the hedge funds, all the institutions, governments, countries, corporations, pension funds that are probably itching for getting that can buy EFTs in certain countries. I mean, when Bitcoin comes, what's been happening? Like, if you look at all these wicks, Bitcoin's been dropping, and it's never really. I mean, look at this one. This is the previous. This is the lowest it's been, 28.7. But the wick was so big; it was like a $7,000 wick. And I think this just shows you what's happening because people, everyone that I've just mentioned now, they're happy to pay this price. They're happy to pay 28 to. Sorry, it weren't a $7,000 wick. Sorry, it was what was it? 3,000 or two and a half thousand wick, which is basically over a 4 hour period. It wicked down for like $2,500. But what I'm getting at is this is like an area where people are happy to pay this amount of money. The majority of people are happy. So what I don't get is how can it go lower? Because as this were going lower, it dropped right down really fast. But people were just buying it just as quick to shoot the price straight back up again. And I think that's all that's going to happen because everyone's going to be buying it. They're going to be chomping at it to get it at this price. It's so cheap compared to where it was. So I can't see it going any lower than that. And I fully expect that if it does bounce down to 28.5 or this over here 30,000, I do expect it to come straight back up and get back into this zone here, or it possibly even break this resistance here. And the key thing for me is like it's not going to. I don't think it'd do it all in a day, but if it starts becoming more bullish, and then you get like a daily candle what finishes above 33.2, you get a daily candle that finishes above that. Just give me a sec. Like if it did, why's my pen not working? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Draw. How do I draw? Draw. Ah, brush. Ah, that's it. So, like, say, hang on, let's pull this down. You can tell I'm not native native trading view user. So yeah, so if it, I mean, if it did break this support line, then you could quite easily come down to this and then bounce back up, and then it could play around like this area for a while. But I think once it kind of finishes on a daily above here, that's positive. That's like a positive in itself. But I think really it needs to reverse. So like here now, let's get this back. So like if it slowly started finishing above these previous lows, like if you see like this one, it's above this previous low. Um, this one here, this one's above that low. This one here is above that low. And if it starts reversing like that, and then once it gets over here and it gets to this $36,500 mark and it finishes over that, then I think then we're going to start seeing more positive movement to the upside. But time frame, that's the thing. It's the time frame. Like how long is this going to take? I mean, it's not going to take days. I mean, it could take weeks. I mean, it could take a couple of months. This could pan out all the way through August before it starts really moving to the upside. And I think like for this bull run to kind of get back to where it was, get to the similar kind of levels to where it was, I think you've got to be getting back to around 40. I'd say around here $45,000. You've got to be getting back to somewhere around $45,000 by the end of August with any chance of getting to like ridiculous amounts like 100,000, 150,000 Bitcoin. Because I mean, if it gets to 45K, I mean, to get up to 65K, I mean, it's got to pretty much move if the bull run is kind of where people think it's going to be, and towards like the last quarter of this year, so like October, November, December time. But we'll see. As I always say, I ain't a chartist. It's just surprising how much you pick up when you start looking at trend lines, support lines, resistance, stock RSI. It's fascinating stuff, and if you're not at this kind of level yet, and believe me, I don't think I'm at any kind of level. Still complete amateur like, but if you don't understand trading view at all, and you're looking at it and it just looks like absolute madness. It is madness. That's exactly what it is. Because it doesn't mean there's no logic. There's no logic behind it. It's all human emotion, all of it. And when someone says that to you, you think, well, how can it be human emotion? Like you've got all these crazy patterns going up and down, sideways, up, down, but they all go to these kind of key levels, support, resistance. So even though it looks like madness, everyone kind of has the similar behavior where they set stop losses, they set buy orders, sell orders. They all have similar points, metrics, what they look at. So that's why you see all these like lower lows or these highs or wherever you get these candles, these wicks bouncing off specific areas where they've been before. It's not completely random. It's because people that have set these limits look at the trend lines, and that's where they set them to. So, but yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, and I've got to thank Sheldon the Sniper for that. Crypto Man Ran on Crypto Banter, fantastic show. So yeah, I've got to thank him for it. Anyway, and basically whatever Bitcoin's doing, everything else does the same, apart from every now and then you get like a wild card which kind of jumps out. Like you've been having certain types of coins have been popping recently. At the minute, nothing really is at the minute. Like everything's pretty much red, with a few exceptions of these few here, but they're nothing major. But like, I mean, synthetics, like a couple of days ago, that really went through the roof. Like everything else were going down, and synthetics were like really popping and going up. But then what happens? They correct, and it comes back down again. So good for trading. You can buy if you've got it, sell the top and buy the bottom, and increase your coins. So just have a quick look. I think there was one story what I seen. I can't think what it was now. Where are we? Were it Cointelegraph? I think it was. Bitcoin in your super. I think this was it. So Bitcoin was invented by a pseudonym. Oh, I can't even pronounce that. Satoshi Nakamoto. Everybody knows that. That's just a published story. It's not even talking about. It's not even talking about a super. I can't think what the story was now. 1 second. I'm just gonna quickly find it. Found it. This was the story. This is pretty much what I was talking about. But an article by William Suberg. So Bitcoin price tumbles to final support as trader warns of 24k Bitcoin price target. So a failure to retain 31k would mean that 29k and then 24k are on the menu, says Michael van der Pop. What a name that is. And like talking about this 24k, but I don't actually think, I don't know how anyone can think it can go down to 24k. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, anything is possible, but like, what do you think? Do you think it can go to 24k? I mean, I'm just thinking all the investors what are just waiting for this. I mean, what are already buying now? Like, if you look on Grayscale and you look at all the data, the on-chain data, you can see that Bitcoin is just being scooped up. It's being scooped up and being scooped up all around the price where it's at now. So, I mean, if it breaks 30k and it starts going to 29, 28, 27, how long is it going to be there, like realistically? It's just going to shoot back up. It's going to be shoot back up. So, Binance debacle spreads as 32k falls. So data from Cointelegraph Market Pro and TradingView shows BTC to USD hitting fresh local lows of 31,550 on Thursday. The pair had made little progress overnight, failing further as Italian lawmakers said the major exchange Binance were authorized to trade in their jurisdiction. I don't actually think that's got anything to do with it at all. I mean, there's no way on earth that Bitcoin price is being moved one little bit on Italian lawmakers. This is just complete FUD. People are just putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5. The latest in a series of setbacks for the exchange, a spokesperson nonetheless told the mainstream media that its operations were unaffected by the announcement. We take a collaborative approach in working with regulators, and we take our compliance obligations very seriously. What they tend to do, what I've noticed that Binance do, they just do it, don't they? They don't look at regulation before they jump in head first. They just set up shop and just ask for forgiveness after, and hopefully no one will push too hard on what they should or shouldn't be doing. And regulators come in, and a lot of the time, I think they just end up giving them a slap on the wrist and carrying on. They might need to change a few things, but yeah, it seems the way Binance have just appeared in most countries and just kind of started doing what they're doing. And it's only when I think crypto becomes a bit of a topic on government agenda where they kind of think, oh yeah, well, we need to do something about this. So yeah, I mean, Bitcoin itself, I mean, while we're actually on, what is the price of it currently? Where is it? So it's 31.5. 31.5. So I think it's got a good chance of going lower. I do. I mean, if you look at the daily, it's at the bottom of the stock RSI, so I think it's ready to turn. But on the daily, that could mean over the next 3 or 4 days. So if we go to the 4 hour, it's also approaching the bottom. So like over the next day, that could be a sign it's going to go bullish on the upside. And then if we look at the hourly chart, let's zoom in a little bit here. Way too small. So yeah, we look at the hourly again. It actually looks like looking at the stock RSI on the hourly. It's gonna reverse. So it's hit this trend line, and yeah, I can see it going reversing and going back up. We just need for it to break that resistance, go straight through it, smash through it, and send us on our merry way to the upside. Just wanted to touch on this story as well. So the UK FCA that are spending 11 million in ads warning about investing in crypto. Why? Because most people are ignorant and they haven't got a clue what they're investing in. Perhaps because they look at Shiba and think it's a fraction of a cent, and they seriously believe that it could be the next Dogecoin at 25, 35, 45 cents. That does get me. That just shows how uneducated people are. But how they could be spending 11 million warning people about investing in crypto? They're going to make out it's gambling. They're going to put a negative spin on it. And in reality, it's investing. It's just investing badly. It's no different than investing in stocks and shares. If you haven't got a clue what you're doing, you could be investing in something that is never going to give you a return on your investment, possibly lose money. And it's exactly the same with crypto. It's just that there is a lot more rubbish out there than your traditional stocks and shares. So the UK financial regulator have announced an £11 million digital marketing war chest to warn people about the dangers of crypto investments. The Financial Conduct Authority, which is the FCA, created an £11 million digital marketing campaign to warn citizens about the risks associated with the crypto investments. Nikhil Rathi, I think, Chief Executive of the FCA, made this known in a draft speech for the agency's webinar titled Our Role and Business Plan, which was delivered today. Detailing the FCA's decision to create the campaign fund, Rathi stated that the UK regulator is concerned about the increased adoption of crypto investment among the younger demographic. Yes, because the younger demographic can see what's coming. They've got the foresight. They're seeing all this institutional investment, countries getting on board. They want life-changing wealth, and it's probably the only time in our lifetime what it's going to be available to us before mass adoption takes over and institutions own all the Bitcoin and all the Ethereum, and they control the damn price. So there's all this FUD about warning you about it, but they'll not be educating you. They could have done educational content, but no, they'll just publish a load of FUD and put the fear of God into most people, thinking everything's a scam. So according to Rafi, more people are seeing investment as entertainment, and that such irrational behaviour may lead to significant losses on their part. Well, I'm not being funny. If you're in lockdown, you can't go out, you can't spend any money. Better than buying it on Netflix subscriptions and buying it on beer and obviously alcohol and whatever else they do, which is just pouring it down a drain. I mean, if you've got any disposable income at all, straight into crypto, do a bit of research, and you're probably gonna you might not have life changing wealth, but it's damn sure going to teach you about the value of money. It's going to teach you about investing, and it's going to create an interest in something that can give you life changing wealth. So he said here, this is a category of consumer that we are not used to engaging with. 18 to 30-year-olds more likely to be drawn in by social media. That's why we are creating an £11 million digital marketing campaign to warn them of the risks. Basically, it'll be an advert on TV and a few billboards. So according to Rathi, the risks involved in crypto investments are stark, with the SCA boss restating that the agency's popular refrain that people should be prepared to lose all their money if they invest in crypto. Well, they don't need to be prepared to. It gets me mad, this. So they've got to be prepared to lose all the money if they invest in crypto. Not if they invest in crypto and they invest in the stock market and they invest in shares. It doesn't say it for that, and it's no different. It's just that at the minute, cryptocurrency is seen as everything's a scam, apart from the main ones and all these coins. What are like Shiba and Doge Queen, Doge King, Doge Father, all these meme coins. It's just education. That's all it is. It's just people need educating. They don't. It's not the fact that they can lose all the money. That's just because they're gambling. But if they actually educate themselves, so rather than messing about with a campaign saying you can lose all your money, why not do a campaign saying that, listen, if you're thinking about investing in crypto, then check out this video that we've done in collaboration with the experts in the field that have actually been in the space for a long time, that will tell you what to stay clear of, what to look at, what are the red flags to actually set alarm bells ringing to run away and don't invest in any of these meme coins or scam coins, whatever you want to call them. I mean, $11 million. Just think how much education you could have done on there. You could have done so much education, and just have snippets on videos with links, with QR codes. I mean, everything now it needs to be instant. Like, just have a little snippet of how you can be educating yourself for getting involved in crypto with a little QR code on the bottom. So all these like 18 to 30-year-olds, as you put it, can just lift the phone up, scan it. Take them to a page on YouTube where it's got somebody that's got some experience in the field talking about how to invest and how to spot coins that have got good fundamentals, and just educate people. That's all it is, because they're not going to learn it in school. So doing what you're doing here, it's just it'll backfire, because 18 to 30-year-olds, and it's not just 18 to 30-year-olds, people are waking up. People are waking up at this frigging financial system that's completely on its arse, where the money doesn't exist. It's just funny money. It's monopoly money. Not real. It's only got value because people think it's got value. It's not got any value at all, really, because inflation's going up so much that your money's worth less and less and less. And I think it's only when you start looking into what everything cost. I mean, I think in Australia, timber's gone up 30%. And if you start looking at all these commodities and all these products, it's not just obviously things like timber and oil and gas. It's everyday things. You start looking at what it costs to buy fruit and veg, and basically everything is going up in price, and it's going up way more than inflation. But that's the thing. That is inflation. I mean, all these goods and services you pay for, where the prices have gone up, they've gone up because everything's inflated in price. So I think America is saying it's 5.5% inflation, probably close to 20%. Not sure what Australia is, but they don't teach you. They don't teach you any of this, and they don't want you to know. They just want you to be a minion to go to work to feed the rich, and just to keep being a good little boy, and go and invest all your money in a super for keep all these hedge funds going and pumping money into government bonds as an investment, because then you're investing in government debt, rather than actually investing in something that can give you life-changing wealth. I mean, Jesus, I know I'm probably going a bit random and a bit completely off topic here, but if you think about your super, I think on average, I think I've just changed my super from, I think it was with ANZ, Life Path or something like that, One Path. And I think last year it made 7% interest. 7%. I mean, I could have took it. I put it into crypto. I could have just put it into a stable coin, and I think Celsius or Abra, they've got 12% interest. 12% on a damn stable coin. So there's no risk at all. No risk. The only risk is having your keys on an exchange. That's the risk. But I'm not talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm talking a small amount of money. But if you can earn 12% in a stable coin, in DeFi, why the hell? What's the point of having a pension with a government system in play? Just investing in crap that doesn't go up in value. I mean, 7%. So you can virtually earn double having it in a stable coin. Yeah, just gets me frustrated. I mean, okay, it's volatile, but if you're in long term and you study crypto and you understand the cycles, you can kind of time it where you can cash out at good times and then buy back in at bad times. Well, bad times being when the market's dipped and you're getting way more coins for your money. So anyway, I'll not keep you on any longer. It's been a bit of a random chat. I've probably gone off on a little rant, but so when I start talking about certain things, it just irritates me pretty much. So if you want me to talk about any specific projects that you're looking at investing in or you're thinking about, drop us a comment in the chat and let me know, because I'll research it, I'll look into it. I mean, I've got my eyes on so many different projects. Problem being, I've only got limited funds, and I don't want to spread myself too thin. And as I was talking about before, like my main in my personal portfolio, which is for like to create some kind of wealth in the next 4 years, I'm looking at like certain coins, what I want to have a decent amount in, like Polkadot. I want to have a decent amount of that, Cardano, XRP. And then I've got like your other coins, which are for getting IDOs. I've not actually got any yet, but I'm being patient. So hopefully I'm going to get a few IDOs in this next few months. And then Orcam Finance that's another one where I've got a chance of getting IDOs. But like Giro Wallet is one that I'm really bullish on, and I just keep buying more and more of that because I think that can actually produce just that one coin. I seriously think that can produce life-changing wealth. Like seriously, like I mean, if that went, I think I started on this on the beginning of the video, and it's not like I'm sponsored. Not like I'm sponsored by Giro Wallet, and it's just something that I'm really excited about, passionate about, and I just look at it and I look at PancakeSwap and I look at Uniswap. I mean, they are different. Uniswap is just literally a DEX. It's just basically an exchange. That's all it is. So you can swap your coins. It's pretty simple. PancakeSwap is pretty much exactly the same when you go into where you swap coins, but it does a lot more besides like with staking and farming. But the platforms aren't brilliant. And if you look at Giro Wallet, I mean it's just on a different level. It's completely on a different level. And I think like Uniswap, $1 trillion market cap. Giro Wallet, 500 billion. Hang on, is it a trillion or sorry? Hang on, just gotta make sure I'm not talking complete nonsense. I don't want to get anything wrong. That's my email address, if you were wondering. So, where is it? 13 cents. Need to buy some more of the damn stuff. Right, so yeah, Uniswap has got a $1 billion max supply. Giro Wallet has got a 500 million maximum supply. So it's half the supply. And like Uniswap was what was it, $40 or something? It's currently at $20, but like now it's 12 cents. 12 cents. I mean, my average buy price is about 17 cents. But like 100x, it's $17. Like if you bought this now, if you want a Giro wallet, you're buying it at 13 cents. That means 100x is $13. 200x, $26. It's just mental, and I mean, there's going to be so many coins like this, and I think rather than spread too thin on too many coins, I'd sooner do a lot of research into a few coins and just kind of knuckle down on them few coins that you really believe in. They've got all this going on behind the scenes. They've got all, like, this is going on Cardano, and I think if you really believe in a project and it's got really strong fundamentals, then don't go mad on too many different projects. Just kind of think, right, these are the few where I'm gonna go heavy on, and heavy might be $500, it might be $1,000, it might be whatever you can afford. But put trust in yourself and think, okay, right, this is what I'm happy now. I'm happy to buy these coins. I'm happy to invest in them and forget about them for the next 4 years at least, because there's no way on earth, if Cardano mainnet actually gets up and running, and I'm sure Charles Hoskinson will make sure it does, there's no way on earth this is going to stay under $10, $15, $20. I seriously think by what are we now, 2021, by 2024, this has got to be a $40 to $60 coin. It's got to be. But that's my opinion. Don't just buy it because I said. There's plenty of other coins. There'll be dozens and dozens and dozens that'll all have same huge potential, especially like on the NFT side of things. In the gaming section and like esports, there's so much opportunity. There's so much going on, and it's just it's having the time to like start digging deep and probably finding something what you're passionate about or you're interested in, or something that you use that you think, oh, this could be better, and then you find a project that is better. And the thing is as well, you want to find stuff for yourself. You don't want to wait for people to start shilling it, because then it's too late. You've kind of missed the boat. You want to start finding projects before anybody's talking about them. Because once people are talking about them, even though they might seem cheap, the chances are they've already been pumped. So you might look at something like Shiba, and like a lot of people they've come in and looked at Shiba, and it might be like 0.000, I don't know, 5, whatever. And you think, oh my God, that is so cheap, especially when you look on CoinMarketCap, because it doesn't show many decimals. It's only got like an handful of zeros after the decimal point. So you're thinking like it's the lowest it's ever been. And in reality, it could have like 1,000 next before it's come up on the radar. So just be careful what you invest in. Do your own research, and don't go off some guy on TikTok or some guy on YouTube that's kind of pushing and shilling a coin. Start doing your own research and looking at projects what are going to be launching on like new blockchains like Cardano or Solana, or different blockchains where you're getting new projects coming up. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I hope I've not bored you. Hopefully not. Anyway, so if you like what you hear, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and what I always say is invest well, my friends, and there's a crypto boy in everyone.